I took some time to arrive at the Copa America prediction simply because I'm not very well versed with the South American squad, except for Argentina. I don't know most of the teams, and it was not also very clear about who will be the captain and who are the preferred, the goalkeepers, who will be the playing 11. So it was very difficult to ascertain in the beginning. So I just waited for some time. So now we are in the quarterfinal stage. Now there are 8 teams. I'm going to look into quickly astrologically as to which teams have the higher chances to win the Copa America. You know the usual drill, right? I'm going to look into the planetary positions. I'm going to look at 86, 87 born players. Then we're looking at players who are born in the 1990s. If there is somebody who's born in the early 90s, 1991, these are very important years, 93, 94, and anything which is beyond 94, I'm going to ignore them. And of course, the coach has to have a very good horoscope, that goes without saying. And the third important factor is I'm going to look into the goalkeepers. Out of these 8 teams that we are there now, I'm going to eliminate the first team is Venezuela. I think that they are not going to win the Copa America simply because Solomon Roncon, the captain, is born in 1989. The coach has a decent horoscope, but then the captain doesn't have it in him. He's born in 89 and he's neither having Pluto strong and Neptune is not in deepest exaltation. So possibilities of him winning is less, so eliminating. Then I'm looking at teams which are beyond, the captains who are born beyond 2004 plus. Okay, so there are 2 teams here. One is Uruguay, the captain is Federico Valverde, born in 98, and the other one is Canada. The captain is Alphonso Davies, who is also born in 2000. The chances of them winning is very, very low, so I'm eliminating these 2 teams also. And now we are left with Argentina. The captain, we all know, Leo Messi, born in 87. And then we have Ecuador, Panama, Colombia, Brazil. Okay, so these are the top teams that we have. Out of this, I'm going to eliminate some more teams. Okay, let's have a look at them. The first one that I'm going to eliminate is Ecuador. Ecuador captain Enner Valencia has a good horoscope. He's born in 89, almost close to 1990. So this, I had to look at this chart many times because Enner Valencia has really very good horoscope. The one main reason I'm eliminating him is because the captain Felix Sanchez doesn't have a very good horoscope. He has a planet Z debilitated and all the other planets are okayish. He doesn't look like a coach who's going to win something big. So Enner Valencia, so some ifs and buts, so I'm eliminating that team. Okay, now we are left with this 3 teams, 3 captains who are born in the 1990s. Okay, so that is Panama, Colombia and Brazil, and interestingly all 3 of them are born in 91. Okay, now there are many people who say, oh, after 1986, 87 then it has to be 1990 and then 93, right? It's not like that. In fact, the year 91 is so powerful, except for the planet X. Okay, there were many planets which were very strongly placed in that year. So I'm definitely going to give a lot of weightage to this year, 1991. And you can see here that there is no 1990 born captain anyways. Okay, so the 1990, 93 born captains, they win bigger tournaments like a Euro Cup or a World Cup. So we don't have any of those. So, Copa America is a smaller event compared to all of these bigger events. So 1991 born can also win. Okay. So we have 3 1991 borns. I'm going to eliminate the Panama captain. Panama captain Eric Davis is born in 91, but then he was born in March. Okay, when there were 2 planets which were not so very strong. Okay, I'm going to talk about them in the next one. And that is, we're looking at the horoscopes of the Colombian captain James Rodriguez and the Brazil captain Danilo. Very interesting. If you see, both of them are born in July 91 and they have like Pluto in 0 degrees, Neptune in 21 something, Z exalted, Chiron exalted. Besides that, both of them also have Venus and Mars in conjunction. It's an extremely powerful position, especially for sports people. So these 2 gentlemen have phenomenal horoscopes to win a major tournament. And besides that, the coaches, Nestor Lorenzo of Colombia is born in 66. Brazil's coach, of course, is born in 62 and he is a grey lizard. Okay, grey lizards are the ones who always, in sports, it's extremely important. They're very powerful. So finally, I've arrived at my top 3 teams. After eliminating all the teams, my top 3 teams are Argentina, Colombia and Brazil. Now, I definitely a big fan of Messi. But you know, like when you bring in your fanboy thing into the whole analysis, you will get it wrong. Okay, Messi has already won a World Cup, which is huge. Okay, also mind you that Argentina is the also the winner of the last Copa America, so they are the defending champions. What it means is that the karmic quota for Messi has been diluted to a greater extent, and looking at the fact that he is 87 born and he's already won these two things, so now it is the the Pluto and Neptune are very powerful, so it is always a time for the younger generation, the 90s born players to win. So in that sense, I would say that yes, Argentina, I would say yes, they are in the top 3, but I would place them in my 3rd position. But I feel that my top 2 are definitely Colombia and Brazil. Even if I'm going to put them into top 2, Colombia would be my number 2, okay, and Brazil would be my number 1, okay, simply because of the coaches. Colombian coach is born in 66 Feb, and planets are very powerful, Neptune and Pluto, but then all the other planets are not so strong. Chiron is also strong. But if you're looking at the Brazil coach, Dorival Jr., okay, he's got a phenomenal horoscope. Pluto is in Grey Lizard, and Grey Lizard coaches always, sort of have extraordinary moments in sports. They overcome some very terrible moments and then they fight against those and come out victorious. So having a Grey Lizard coach is always a big positive. So I think the highest chances are there for Brazil. Okay, and I'll also be putting a lot of predictions on besides sports. Most of you people sort of look at me only as a sports person, sports astrologer, but I also do a lot on financial astrology. I'm going to start a series of videos on financial astrology. So if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, what are you waiting for? Please do subscribe. See you soon.